Annual Academy Award Show.
This is so sudden. I'm just thrown off right now. I didn't expect this. I don't deserve it. This should go to them. How did I get these? First and foremost, I would like to thank myself. Me and only me.
Good evening. It's Monday, and here we are.
Hello, what's up? What's happening? Today I wanted to do a video that was semi-requested, but also highly requested by myself.
This is Hollywood's hour of destiny.
The 90th Annual Academy Awards are upon us. Does anyone care? I don't know. Do I care? A little bit. I've seen like 90% of the films, which is a first for me. Normally I'm watching award shows and I'm like, what is that song? Who is that artist? What film just won? Most of the time I feel like I'm totally out of touch with what was popular or considered popular at the end of the year, but this year I'm up to date on what is considered to be popular. All that good films. Basically today I just want to talk about a bunch of the Oscar nominated films. Call Me By Your Name, Lady Bird, Phantom Thread, the whole shebang. Some I'm gonna give like a lot of attention to because I love them a whole lot. I can't make this a 30-minute video, so others I'm just gonna say like one thing about. Also, it should be known that I have legitimately no right to be talking about this. In terms of, I'm gonna pronounce people's names wrong. I am going to say things that might be incorrect. But you know what? I don't care. I wanna talk about Timothée Chalamet, Saoirse Ronan, Harry Styles, all of them. I love how those are the first three that come to my mind.
I was shocked by some of the nominations, so you'll understand if everything comes out hearts and flowers.
I can show you around.
That'd be great. Thank you. So what do you do around here?
Read books, transcribe music, swim at the river, go out at night.
Sounds fun. All right, later.
Call Me By Your Name. I'm gay as hell, therefore I automatically need to love this movie. That's completely not true. One thing I've already said that's incorrect. Call Me By Your Name was a film that was made for $3.5 million and it's already grossed over $27 million. And it's up for 3 Academy Awards. It's a film by Luca, oh god, Guadagnino. Oh god, I'm so bad. Starring Armie Hammer and Timothée Chalamet. I loved this film. It was so sweet. It was so good that I like immediately had to go immerse myself back into it by reading the book. It's a film that's set in France and Italy. If I remember correctly, it's in France, but they speak Italian or vice versa. And it's just so beautiful. It's like this beautiful coming of age, figuring out your sexuality film that I just loved so much. Timothée Chalamet gave a beautiful performance, and he's up for lead actor of the year, which by the way is very rare. The youngest person ever nominated for male actor of the year was a 9-year-old, but the youngest person to ever win was 29. So Timothée being 22, if he were to somehow win this category, it would be iconic and revolutionary. Also, it's up for film of the year, so if it wins, that means Moonlight won last year and Call Me By Your Name wins this year. Therefore, the gay agenda is real, alive, and working well.
Just go to City College and then to jail, and then back to City College, and then maybe you'd learn to pull yourself up and not expect everybody to do everything.
Lady Bird, is that your given name?
Yeah.
Why is it in quotes?
I gave it to myself. It's given to me by me.
Lady Bird. Lady Bird is a film written and directed by Greta Gerwig. It had a budget of $10 million and has grossed nearly $50 million already and is up for 5 Academy Awards. Lady Bird is this beautiful coming-of-age film that takes place in California. It all centers around this girl who calls herself Lady Bird, played by Saoirse Ronan. I was so surprised at how this film was able to connect with me and pretty much everyone else that I know that's seen it. It just follows this girl through her last year of high school into her first year of college, shows her real struggles of adolescence, finding herself, figuring out herself, her struggles with her parents. Oh god, the mother-daughter relationship in this film is absolutely stunning. It's just, it feels so real. As much as I don't have a mother-daughter relationship, it just felt really relatable in some weird way. Quick facts about Greta Gerwig. Greta Gerwig is a female up for Director of the Year. There have only ever been 5 female directors nominated for Director of the Year, which is royally fucked up, and only 2 have ever won. It's the 90th annual. 2. Hollywood is sexist and it's annoying. So it's incredibly massive that she's up for this. Also, Timothée Chalamet is in this movie as well. And Lucas Hedges. They're both in multiple Oscar nominated films. That's annoying. They're so young and they have so much talent. It's so annoying. And Saoirse Ronan's like only 23 too. Oh my god. Gonna have a midlife crisis just going through these.
So, Mildred Hayes, why did you put up these billboards?
My daughter Angela was murdered 7 months ago. It seems to me the police department is too busy torturing black folks to solve actual crime.
The hell is this?
Dixon, I'm in the middle of my goddamn Easter dinner. Sorry, kids.
3 billboards outside of Ebbing, Missouri. I went into this film having literally no idea what I was seeing. I had no friends that had seen it yet. I hadn't read any reviews on it. And usually that's how I like to go into films. Like if I have the chance to go into a film blind, I usually have a better experience. So this film was written, produced, and directed by Martin McDonagh. Talented human. It had a budget of $12 million and has already grossed nearly $115 million worldwide. And it's up for 7 awards. This movie stars Frances McDermott, Woody Harrelson, and Sam Rockwell, and fucking Lucas Hedges too. Oh my god. Every single person in this film deserves an award. Every performance was spot on. The film centers around a mother whose daughter was raped and killed, and the movie opens up and it's a year after her daughter was raped and killed, and no one is doing anything about it. Nothing has happened. No one is charged, nothing. So Frances' character decides to take everything into her own hands. So she puts up these 3 billboards that basically just call out the police in Ebbing, Missouri. This brings the tea. Let's get real. Also a fun fact, I had to look up if Ebbing, Missouri is even a real place. And spoiler, it's not. Not that I would necessarily want to go there. No offense to anyone that lives in Missouri. Yeah, this one was really, really good. It's so harsh and crass. You feel like you shouldn't like it for some reason. The people in it are quite racist. I'm pretty sure they're homophobic. Overall, just very problematic. And yet everyone is like slightly redeemed in the end. Slightly, not completely by any means. But you definitely don't fully hate anybody in the very end. Beautiful film, very thrilling, quite funny. See it.
You can sew almost anything into the canvas of a coat. When I was a boy, I started to hide things in the linings of the garments.
Good morning. Will you have dinner with me? Yes.
Phantom Thread. Here's where things get fishy. I, low-key, want Phantom Thread to win Film of the Year. There, I said it. I thought Phantom Thread was the most beautifully filmed, superbly acted film that I think I've ever seen. The costumes were on point, the script and the dialogue were beautiful, and it has a plot twist. In this economy, the film is up for 6 Academy Awards. It had a budget of $35 million and hasn't made it back yet. Yikes. Making $28 million thus far. It's a film directed by Paul Thomas Anderson, starring Daniel Day-Lewis, Leslie Manville, and Vicky Krieps. Vicky Krieps. I think one of the main reasons I really love this film is because it's all about fashion and it was filmed on actual film. 2 things that I very much appreciate. It takes place in London in the 1950s and it's centered around this London designer. He's totally obsessive and honestly low-key an asshole, but you can't help but appreciate because everything he does is great. All the dresses he makes are stunning. He doesn't apologize for being an asshole because at the core of it, he's really not being an asshole. He's just really self-centered. Every single shot, every frame of this film, I kept tapping my friend being like, I need a screenshot of that moment. I need a GIF of this scene. Just because everything was so pretty that I wanted it to be my life. It was so colorful and Victorian and British, and I think it helped that I saw it tipsy. My new favorite way to see films, drink responsibly. Yeah, I loved it. I'm only 4 films in and I've been filming for far too long, so we're gonna do a lightning round.
This may very well be the most sensitive asset ever to be housed in this facility.
You may think that thing looks human. Stands on 2 legs, right? But we're created in the Lord's image. You don't think that's what the Lord looks like, do you?
The Shape of Water. The directing, the acting, the originality, amazing. Definitely award worthy. It's up for 13 nominations. Amazing. And not a spoiler, but it's about a fish. It's about a fish and love. It's Beauty and the Beast meets SeaWorld. Yeah, I thought this film was amazing. I definitely don't think, in my opinion, it's Film of the Year. It should totally get costume design, individual actors in it should get awards, but I didn't leave it being like, everyone should see this. But at the same time, everyone should see this.
Good to see another brother around here.
Chris was just telling me how he felt much more comfortable with my being here. Get out.
Sorry, man.
Get out! Yo!
Get Out. Get Out is another rarity. Horror films never make it into the category of film of the year, and this one did it, so that's a feat in its own. Also, it's directed by Jordan Peele, who is a black man, who's up for director of the year as well. 99% sure on this. There's never been a black male or female director of the year, which again is fucked up. 90th annual. Fucked up, I'm pissed. I would consider Get Out to be more of a thriller than a horror. It's definitely freaky, but it's not your typical horror film. If it hasn't been spoiled for you yet, your mind is gonna be blown. It's also funny. 10 for 10, see it. I saw it twice. I love how I said this is gonna be a speed round. Yet here I am.
What kind of friggin' person bashes in their friend's knee? Who would do that to a friend?
I, Tonya. We're really gonna make it a speed round now. Funny, amazing acting, sporty, an iconic story. Allison Janney should win Best Supporting Actress for this role. 10 for 10. If you need one reason to see this film, it's because of her. She plays this horrible, abusive mother and just plays it really well. She's so unlikable, but you like her because she's so unlikable. Also, for those who have seen... Okay, we get it. Also, for those who have seen it, the bird in the film deserves an Oscar.
Back round. He's coming back round!
Dunkirk. Dunkirk was really good. It was a really unique war film. The sound engineering was amazing. All the acting was amazing as well, but it's worth saying that I thought Harry Styles was incredible. He really held his own amongst that amazing cast, and I'm also excited to see him in a tux.
The man who lives in here gets arrested a lot. These are the rooms we're not supposed to go in. But let's go anyway.
The Florida Project. Beautiful, unique, feels more like a documentary, sheds a light on a section of America that doesn't normally have a light shed on it. 100% worth seeing.
I've been dating this girl. She's white.
A white girl? Hey, you can't look like you and a white girl.
It's okay. We hate terrorists.
The Big Sick. Hilarious, a really interesting love story. Another film that I saw, knew nothing about, and left absolutely praising it. I think it might have been the funniest film I saw last year. 10 for 10, worth seeing.
But it's a strange business, isn't it? Thank you.
Okay, that's it. Overall, it was a great year for film. There are a lot of amazing, unique, diverse people up for awards this year. A lot of women, should be more women. A lot of people that aren't white, should be a lot more people that aren't white. Not many LGBT people, should be more LGBT people, but still a step in the right direction.
I hate a man who grows for gold.
All the movies I talked about are worth seeing. They're really, really beautifully done. And honestly, I'll be pretty happy if any of them win, but I'm secretly rooting for Lady Bird, Call Me By Your Name, and Phantom Thread. Just saying.
Amazing what makeup can do.
If you've seen any of these films, what were your favorites? Who should win Best Actor? Who should win Best Actress? Who should win Film of the Year? Leave it in the comments down below. The best part about this is that it's all subjective, and no matter who actually wins these things, take it with a grain of salt, because at the end of the day, it's just all opinion, and everyone's is gonna be different, including the members of the Academy. That's what I'll keep telling myself when my faves lose. But yeah, I love you guys. I hope you're having a great week. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next week. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to big thumbs up, leave a comment below.